Hey, welcome. Today we're going to break down a really powerful framework for communication, and it's built on 5 simple pillars. If you can get these down, you can seriously change not just how people hear your ideas, but how they feel them, and most importantly, act on them. So let's just dive right in.
So, have you ever had that feeling, you've got this amazing idea, something you're really passionate about, but when you go to share it, it's just crickets. It just doesn't land. Well, that frustrating feeling of being misunderstood, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
Well, what if I told you there's a structured way to fix that? A framework built on 5 really simple but incredibly powerful pillars, all designed to make sure what we say has both real impact and, authenticity. So let's break it down pillar by pillar. First up, we have pillar 1, honesty. Now, this isn't just about not telling lies. It's about something deeper. It's about making your ideas tangible, making them real, and this is the key part, making them demonstrable. This quote really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The teaching must be demonstrable. So instead of getting stuck in these abstract arguments about beliefs, the focus shifts to what you can actually show, what can be proven, and what can be experienced right here in the real world. Because an idea you can demonstrate, that becomes pretty hard to deny. So how does this actually work in your day-to-day life? Well, it's that classic advice. Show, don't tell. Don't just state your belief. Give a practical, real-world example. You want to ground your big ideas in small, concrete actions that people can actually see and wrap their heads around. Okay, so building on that, we have our second pillar, clarity. And this is really the art of cutting through all the noise, all the jargon, and all the extra fluff to find the absolute, undeniable core of your message. And this is so true. An idea's real power is in its simplicity. When you get straight to the heart of the matter, you don't need all the fancy words or complicated arguments. The strength is in how direct and clear it is. Just look at the difference here. On the one hand, just using a ton of words, wordiness, it just distracts people. And honestly, it can make you sound a little elitist. But on the other hand, getting to the essence, well, that's what has the real power to actually transform lives and expand how we think. It's about creating real understanding, not just showing off. And putting this into practice is pretty simple, actually. Just get rid of what's not necessary. Before you hit send on that email or before you start your presentation, just ask yourself, what is the one single thing I need them to get? Start with that and let everything else support it. All right, pillar number 3, renewed method. This one is so important because it's about recognizing that how you say something is just as important as what you're saying. It's all about keeping your communication fresh, alive, and relevant to the moment. This quote just nails it. If you rigidly stick to just one way of communicating, you're basically trapping yourself in the past. I mean, you could have the best message in the world, but it's going to fall flat if the delivery is outdated or just doesn't fit the person you're talking to. Being flexible is everything. In everyday life, this is really all about knowing your audience. I mean, you wouldn't explain something to a 5-year-old the same way you'd explain it to a coworker, right? It's about adapting your approach, changing your tone, and choosing the right tool for the job. Now for our 4th pillar, integrality. This is where we connect our words directly to our actions. It's this simple but really profound idea that you have to actually live what you communicate. This right here gets to a core truth of communication. Real teaching isn't just theory. It's theory and practice continuously intertwined. An idea is only really transmitted when it's embodied by the person sharing it. Because let's be honest, people don't just hear your words, they watch your feet. So this is the ultimate walk the talk pillar. It's about making a conscious effort every single day to align what you do with what you say. When you become a living, breathing example of your ideas, you build a kind of trust and authenticity that makes your message land on a whole different level. And that brings us to our final pillar, number 5, universality. This is what takes our communication outward. It's all about making sure our message can reach and connect with absolutely everyone, with no exceptions. This is just such a powerful concept to teach in a way that allows every single person to understand and to live that teaching in their own terms. See, it's not about forcing people to think exactly like you. It's about giving them an idea that's clear and open enough that they can truly make it their own. And to do this, it really requires two things from us. First off, we've got to look inward and get past our own biases about who we think deserves to hear our ideas. And second, we have to speak simply and clearly, cutting out the insider jargon to make our message truly accessible to anybody. So when you step back and look at them all together, you start to see that these 5 pillars aren't just some random list of rules. They actually form a complete foundation for a much more authentic, impactful, and meaningful way of connecting with other people. So here it is, the whole framework in one place. Let's do a super quick recap. We've got honesty, which is all about making it real, clarity to get to the point, renewed method to stay relevant, integrity to live your message, and finally, universality to share it with absolutely everyone. And this brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. Looking at these 5 pillars, which one are you going to intentionally focus on building in your own life this week?